Hi, Stephanie.
Hi, Shana Tova.
Over to you as well. Looks like we're gonna tag team this. I just jumped in today just to help out as needed.
Oh, beautiful. Thank you.
Yeah, a backup.
Yeah.
Julian's
Oh,
also, but I'll be around.
oh, beautiful. I was a little confused about renaming
Hmm.
because let's see. Um, uh, okay. I don't see um, how I rename is different. Let's see. Okay. Like I rename. Like if we were trying to help people rename, like I
Oh,
rename,
huh?
she mentioned there were like a few little dots, which I don't
Yeah.
see.
So if you put your cursor in the top right corner of your own image,
Yeah.
there it'll say rename. So next to mute, then there's three dots that show up in blue probably, and
Oh,
down
you
the
know what?
bottom.
Mine is different. It doesn't
Okay.
say that. It says more, and then there's a
Oh,
drop
okay.
down menu.
Yep. And there's
Okay.
rename on that list there when you get there.
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
So
we need to tell someone we would ask them to go to the top right and drop down menu and find the rename, however they may find it.
There was an update. Oh, no. Did it force your update? I don't know.
Okay.
When I got here, it was just,
It forced me by Aura's update. So I
oh,
just had to update hers.
uh, okay.
but Jeff, thank you for joining.
Yeah, and I
Let's
haven't
see.
received any instructions, so if there's anything I should know, let me.
Oh, okay. Do you want me to forward you what
Yeah,
Jillian sent me?
yeah, that'd
Okay.
be great. I'll let you be primary. I'm just here if I see something that it piles up in any way, and I can help.
Yeah. And I'm assuming we admit people. Do we do that?
Yeah, I believe so. We can't do it until we're made in a meeting host or administrator or something.
Right.
So
I don't think that we are yet, right?
correct. That's right. I think we're
Right.
just let in.
Okay. All right. So let me just find this. And
And it's live on YouTube now. Let's go see if I can see it there while we're waiting. There it is. All these services.
Jeff, can you remind me your email address?
Let's see if I can see it there while we're waiting. Ah, I see. And you're actually on this. Can you hear me? Let's see. You can hear me, right? Uh,
Yes.
there, I can. Okay. I think I have muted YouTube. You are actually live on YouTube, Stephanie, so you know.
You mean I can be seen?
You can be seen and the stage can be seen. Just the two of you. So I don't think that's intentional, but I'm telling you so you know.
Okay. Well,
And I believe so is our chat. So like I think my microphone is also live. So so we are for those that are watching, we're getting this figured out. Setting it up.
okay. All right, Jeff, I'm going to look up your email address.
Okay.
Hmm. Okay. I'm not sure why I don't see it. Let me see if I can find it here.
will not be accessible through YouTube. If you'd like to participate by chatting during the service, please log into the Zoom service. Oh, I was just thinking what. Can you play Carols like a couple of personal times?
Do you want me to play now or just?
Yeah. Could you do the intro on the harp a couple of extra times and then
Okay.
do what we planned?
Sure.
Just to provide a little bit of music. I choose yours. And then going into. Welcome. It's good to be here with all of you, whether you're here in the sanctuary or connecting from home. It's good to be with you. Back in September of 2017, my first month as a rabbi of this holy community, we co-created an annual ritual for Erev Rosh Hashanah, a kind of mental review of the past year. So I would invite you to close your eyes and cast your gaze back to the previous Rosh Hashanah. And I invited you to recall what happened, the events celebrated and the connections made that season, and then the next and the next. And together we went through this process of year review, our particular memories recalled and reanimated, and our collective memories. But if there's one secular refrain that I've heard again and again these past 18 months, it's the phrase, "What is time?" The pandemic has profoundly messed with our sense of time, so much so that something that happened last week can feel like it happened last year. And something that happened a year ago feels like it was just last week. This holy evening, Rosh Hashanah, 5782, we're still getting through. We're still sometimes confusingly adrift in time. We're still waiting. We're still struggling. We're still hoping. And we're still, thank God, breathing. So rather than trying to get our hands around time this evening and try to understand the last year and piece it apart, we're simply going to breathe and witness ourselves and one another in this holy moment. We'll begin this sacred act of witnessing now. Whether you're in the sanctuary or whether you're at home, I invite you to close your eyes or cast your gaze down. Feel your feet on the floor. Find a comfortable seat. And tuning into your breath, whether you're wearing a mask or not. With each breath coming in, letting it fill your belly and ribs. Each exhale, softening. And becoming aware of the sensations you're feeling in your body. Starting with the crown of your head, and now the space between your brows, your tongue and jaw, the bands of your throat. Noticing your chest, the spaciousness of your lungs. Noticing your heart. allowing yourself to notice what you're carrying in your heart. And then moving your attention down your body to your legs, your feet, noticing the ground beneath your feet. And now pressing your feet into the ground gently. Can you imagine roots growing down out of the soles of your feet, growing straight down vertically, and then shooting out horizontally and traveling across the dark underground spaces to meet up with the roots of all the other people sharing community this evening, whether in our sanctuary or at home. Can you imagine our roots meeting one another underground, intertwining, being nourished by the same source? This Erev Rosh Hashanah, we're a little like trees in a forest. We may look like or feel like we're sitting separately, that we're apart. But we are truly interconnected and interdependent. Which means when we feel as though we are alone, we can receive each other's energy and remember that we are connected. And so the next time you breathe in, invite that shared energy to travel up through the ground, up into your body. And we are sending one another the rich, full, deep breath that we all need, the rich, full, deep connectedness that we all long for. Drawing your awareness back to your heart, noticing again what you're carrying. And if you could give a name or two to that bundle of sensation, if you could name an emotion. What emotions are you carrying this evening? And if you're at home on Zoom, I invite you to raise your eyes just enough to type into the chat what emotion you're holding, so we can become even more aware of what we're holding together in our collective heart, our collective body. Writing into the chat now what you're carrying, what you're holding. And as soon as you write it, you can lower your eyes again. And if you're live streaming in or in this sanctuary, just holding on to that emotion that you've named, tucking it away and remembering to whisper it to a beloved friend or family member, maybe later this evening, maybe tomorrow. Sharing what we're feeling as an invitation for each of us to be witnessed. And continuing to breathe. So we are feeling peace and gratitude. We are feeling sadness and anticipation. We are feeling unease and fear. We are feeling hope. We are feeling connectedness. We are feeling relief. Holding on to that awareness of what you're feeling in your individual body and what our collective body, what our collective heart is feeling. I invite you now, whether you're here in person or at home, also in person but connecting online, I invite you now to take one final deep breath with me together. Let it come in and let it go. And a poem, an intention for us this evening. You're welcome to keep your eyes closed, but this poem is on page 1 of your supplement of readings. This is a poem called Hey God / Hey John, published on August 19th, 2021. Hey God, hey John, I'm about to break. Why do you think that is? Because life just keeps getting harder. Then you need to become softer. Huh? Here's the thing. Glass is hard, but it can shatter easily when dropped. Rock is hard, but it can be broken quickly with a drill. Gold is hard, but it can be melted in a blazing fire. Don't be so hard that you break down so easily. Be soft like wet clay in the hands of a potter. Be soft like river water in the summer. Be soft like the breeze through a row of tall pines. All of those things survive no matter what happens to them. They endure because they haven't built their existence out of hard materials. Be soft with other people. Don't break them with your words, and don't let them break you with theirs. Be soft with yourself. Your heart is more cotton than iron. Your soul is wrapped in the softest of fabrics for a reason. The softer you become, the more you understand how precious all life is. Be more of cotton than you are of concrete. Love isn't cold granite. Love is shapeless. Love is like ocean water gently passing through your toes. In a world where the hardness of diamonds helps determine its worth, don't become one yourself. Become so soft that nothing can break you. So we are here, Erev Rosh Hashanah, 5782, leaning into our softness this evening, acknowledging the grace and the gratitude of this moment, that we made it through this past year. And we welcome this new year now together with Shehechianu. We open our machzorim, we open our prayer books, page 28, Shehechianu. Second blessing down on the page, page 28. Please join in as you're able.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam shehechianu v'kirmanu v'hikianu la'azman hazeh.
Together, the English above the line, page 27. Blessed are you, eternal one, our God, the sovereign of all worlds, who gave us life and kept us strong and brought us to this time. And we say together, Amen. We move up the page 28 for candle lighting. Candle lighting, page 28.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu melech haolam, asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav, v'tzivanu lehadlik ner shel yom tov.
Amen. We turn to page 62, and we rise as we are able in body or in spirit. As one community, we rise for the call to witness and to prayer. Baruch Hu, page 62. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed.
Baruch Adonai HaMevorach le'olam va'ed.
We are seated, and we read together the English above the line, starting on page 61. We'll continue through to the bottom of page 65. Please read as you feel comfortable. Blessed are you, Eternal One, our God, sovereign of all worlds, by whose word the evenings fall. In wisdom you open heaven's gates. With divine discernment you make seasons change, causing the times to come and go, and ordering the stars on their appointed paths through heaven's dome, all according to your will. Creator of the day and night, you roll back light before the dark, and dark before the light, top of 63. Please look and answer me, forgiving one, my God. Please give light to my eyes, lest I should sleep the sleep of death. For even darkness is not dark for you, and nighttime shines like light, and darkness and the light are one. So now, our God, please listen to your servant's prayer and to our supplication. Cause your face to shine upon your holy place, which now lies desolate. Act for your sake. Send forth your light and your truth, and let them be my guide. And let them bring me to your holy mountain, to the places where your presence dwells. For with you is the fount of life. In your light do we behold the light. Top of 65, for you illuminate the lamps of the eternal. You, my God, shine brightly on my darkness. The lamp of the Creator is the breath of human life. It searches all the recesses within. For you have saved my soul from death, truly my foot from stumbling, that I might walk about amid God's presence in the light of life. Yes, all of these are things that God can do for someone, even 2 times, even 3. to bring one's spirit back from lowest depths into light, the light of life. You make day pass away and bring on night, dividing between day and night. The leader of the throngs of heaven is your name. Living and enduring God, rule over us now and always. Blessed are you, Almighty One, who makes the evening fall. Page 66.
Umavir yom, umevi laila, umavdil ben yom uven laila, Adonai tsevaot shemo, el chai v'kayom, tamidim lo chaleinu, leolam va'ed. Baruch atah Adonai, Amarim, Aravim.
Taking all our longing for community, for light, for ease, for clarity, for all we haven't had enough of these last 18 months, we sing together Ahavat Olam at page 72.
Ahavat olam, Beit Yisrael, Amcha ata, Torah u'mitzvot, Chukim u'mishpatim, Otanu limadeta, Al kein Adonai Eloheinu, B'shachbeinu uvkumeinu, Nasiach bechukecha, V'nismach b'divrei Toratecha, U'v'mitzvotecha, Le'olam va'ed. Ki hem chayenu, Ve'orech yameinu, Ve'orech yameinu, Uvahem neged yomam v'layla.
Page 74, 2 lines from the bottom of the page.
ואהבתך לא תסור ממנו לעולמים. ברוך אתה אדוני,
Baruch Shemo.
אוהב עמו ישראל.
Amen. Moving from Ahavat Olam to the Shema, rooted in love, we claim and name oneness. The Shema is on page 76. We'll take one full inhale, as much as we can, before each word, and spend one complete exhale with each word, trusting that whether we are in the kahal, in the sanctuary, or in the kahal at home, we are one community experiencing this together. Let's breathe. Israel. Hashem kavod malchuto le'olam va'ed. Ve'ahavta, page 76.
ואהבת את אדוני אלוהיך בכל לבבך ובכל נפשך ובכל מאודך, והיו הדברים האלה אשר אנוכי מצווך היום על לבביך, ושיננתם לבניך, ודיברת בם, בשבתך בביתך, ובלכתך בדרך, ושבתך ובקומך, וקשרתם להיות על ידיך, והיו לטוטפות בין עיניך, וכתבתם על מזוזות ביתך ובישעריך.
We continue silently with one of the biblical selections through the bottom of page 84.
I da 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 da, I da 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 da, I da 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 da, I da 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 da, I da 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 da. Ani Adonai Elohechem emet.
Turning to page 85, moving from Revelation to Redemption, let's read the English prelude to Mi Chamocha together, beginning on the top of page 85 through the bottom of page 87. We'll read the English together. Our faith and trust rest on all this which is binding upon us, that the boundless one alone is our divinity, and that no divinity exists but one, that we are Israel, community of God, that it is God who saves us from the hand of governments, the very palm of tyrants, who enacts great deeds without measure and wondrous deeds beyond all count, who puts our souls amid the living and who keeps our feet from giving way, who breaks apart the schemes of those who hate us, confounds the thoughts of any bearing us ill will, that it is God who made miracles for us in Egypt, signs and wonders in Ham's children's land. From one generation to the next, God is our guarantor, and even on a day that turned to night, God stayed with us when death's deep shadow fell. And even in our age of orphans and survivors, God's loving acts have not abandoned us. And God has brought together our scattered kin from the distant corners of the earth, continuing top of page 87. As then, so now, God brings the people Israel forth from every place of menace to a lasting freedom. And the pathway of the just is like the light of dawn, growing lighter steadily until the day is full. And light is planted for the righteous like a seed, and joy for those upright of heart. Rejoice, you righteous, in the omnipresent. Be thankful for the traces of God's holiness. A people walking in the darkness have beheld a wondrous light. Those dwelling in a land of gloomy shadows find the light of dawn upon them. When plague of darkness fell on Egypt, no one could behold another person. None could go forth from their house. None could go forth for 3 days. But all the Israelites had light wherever they were dwelling. Arise and shine, for truly light has dawned for you. The glory of the Omnipresent shines upon you. House of Jacob, come, let us go forth amid the light of the Eternal One. God is the one who brought the Israelites through a divided sea of reeds. There they beheld divine might. They praised and thanked the name and willingly accepted for themselves God's rule. At this point in the service, we typically sing Mi Chamocha, describing that mythic moment on the Israelites' journey to liberation, as they crossed through a parted sea to safety. But we, each of us, all of us together, have our own passage. We're not yet through. We're still journeying. We haven't yet reached the other side. And just because we're still journeying, it doesn't mean that we're without resources. We're taught in a midrash that when the Israelites passed through the Red Sea, apple and pomegranate trees bloomed from the walls of water, and birds perched in those trees and sang to celebrate the freedom of the former slaves. So rather than singing Mi Chamocha because we are still getting through, we're going to learn a new song now called I'm Gonna Get Through, a kavanah for our time, for this journey of ours. And while we sing it, I invite you, if you're connecting via Zoom, to type into the chat some of the unexpected blessings, the small miracles, moments of beauty that have sustained you, that have accompanied you during your own passage, our own passage through these waters. You'll find I'm Gonna Get Through on page 3 of your supplementary readings handout. Page 3 of your supplementary readings. I'm gonna get through, I'm gonna get through, I'm gonna get through. I'm gonna get through, I'm gonna get through, I'm gonna get through. I'm gonna get through, yes, I'm gonna get through, I'm gonna get through. Oh, I'm gonna get through, we're gonna get through, we're gonna get through. Remember, you are not alone. Remember the beat of this song. Remember, we are not alone. Remember, we're bold, fierce, sad, and strong. Die, 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 die. Yeah, die, die, die. Yeah, die. Yeah, die, 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 die. Yeah, die, die, die. Yeah, die, die, die. Yeah, die. Yeah, die, 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 die. We're gonna get through. I'm 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 gonna get through. Yes, I'm gonna get through. I'm gonna get through. Oh, I'm gonna get through. We're gonna get through. We're gonna get through. Remember, you are not alone. Remember the beat of this song. Remember, we are not alone. Remember, we're bold, fierce, sad, and strong. Let's get some percussion. Yai, nai, dai, dai, dai. I'm gonna get through, I'm gonna get through, I'm gonna get through. I'm gonna get through, I'm gonna get through, I'm gonna get through. I'm gonna get through, yes, I'm gonna get through, I'm gonna get through. Oh, I'm gonna get through, we're gonna get through, we're gonna get through. Remember, you are not alone. Remember the beat of this song. Remember, we are not alone. Remember, we're bold, fierce, sad, and strong. Yai, dai, 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 dai. Yai, dai, dai, dai. Yai, dai. Yai, dai, 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 dai. Yai, dai, dai, dai. Yai, dai, dai, dai. Yai, dai. One more time. I'm gonna get through. 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 Yes, I'm gonna get through. We're gonna get through. Oh, we're gonna get through. We're gonna get through. We're gonna get through. Remember, we are not alone. Remember the beat of this song. Remember, we are not alone. Remember, we're bold, fierce, sad, and strong. Yai, dai, 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 dai. Yai, dai, dai, dai. Yai, dai. Yai, dai, 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 dai. Yai, dai, dai, dai. Yai, dai, dai, dai. Yai, dai. Yai, dai, 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 dai. Yai, dai, dai, dai. Yai, dai, dai, dai. Yai, dai. Yai, dai, 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 dai. Yai, dai, dai, dai. Yai, dai, dai, dai. Yai, dai. Yai, dai, 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 dai. Some of the blessings of this time have been generosity and love of friends and family, flying kites, talking to family we can't see in person, the love of people in our lives, and the generosity of friends and patients. Family, friends, and cooking, creating beautiful things out of fiber, walks in nature, family, music, gardens. Anyone in the kahal want to call out? Any blessings? It's hard to hear with masks. Connecting with family far away. Zooming with family far away. Amen. Reconciliation. Okay, honoring those blessings, honoring our voices, honoring our prayers for getting through. We turn now to Hashkivenu, page 92. With Hashkivenu, we ask God for two blessings, for protection and to decree for us a worthy daily lot. Ufros Aleinu, page 92.
Shmot Zeitenu, Uvoenu, L'chaim u'L'shalom, Me'ata ve'ad olam, Ufros aleinu, Sukat, Shelamecha, Baruch atah Adonai, Haporei Sukat, Shalom aleinu, V'yakol amo Yisrael, V'yal Yerushalayim.
Amen. Join me on page 98. V'tik'u v'chodesh shofar. And the drash below the line on page 98 says that mystics have proposed that because Rosh Hashanah occurs at the beginning of the month, when the moon's light is obscured, the darkness of judgment can block out the divine light of mercy. The shofar sound arouses the quality of mercy and subdues judgment, thereby permitting light to shine through. Similarly, self-judgment, shame, and acts of wrongdoing can cover or cloud over our own light, while tshuva and forgiveness, evoked by the sound of the shofar, can reveal our light. Tiku v'chodesh shofar, page 98.
Yai dai dai dai, yai dai dai dai, dai dai dai, yai dai dai dai, dai 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 dai, dai dai dai, dai dai dai, yai dai dai, yai dai dai, dai dai dai, yai dai dai. Tiku v'chodesh shofar b'kesel yom chageinu ki chok leYisrael hu mishpat leElohei Yaakov.
Page 100, Chatzi Kaddish. We rise as we are able in body or in spirit.
Yitkada veyitkadash Shemei Rabbah B'yolma divra chirotei B'yamlich machutei B'chayechon Uvyomechon Uvchaye dechol Beit Yisrael Bagala Uvizman Kariv V'yemru Amen Yehesh Me'rabba Mevorach Le'olam Olol Me'ol Maya Yitbarach Yitbarach Ve'yishtabach Ve'yitpa'ar Ve'yitromam Ve'yitnaseh ויתהדר ויתעלה ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו לעילה לעילה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דמירן בעולמיה ויאמרו
We turn to page 104 as we enter into this first Amidah of the High Holiday season, a silent Amidah, beginning on page 104, concluding on page 126. I invite you to follow the words of your machzor or the words of your heart, whatever will help you enter more fully into this new year. And try not to rush. Take it slow, and when you're finished, please be seated.
Oh, say shalom bimromav uyaseh. Shalom aleinu v'al kol Yisrael v'al kol yoshvei tevel v'yimeru amen.
We turn to page 1216, at the back of our Machzorim, page 1216 for Mourner's Kaddish. If you're zooming in, please type the names of your loved ones who you're remembering this evening. If you're in mourning or observing a yahrzeit, please type the names of your loved ones and your relationship with them into the chat, and I'll read them out. And if you're in person or at home, please rise if you're in mourning or observing a yahrzeit. Mourner's Kaddish, page 1216. And if you're in the kahal, please also speak their names. Ruth Bader Ginsburg, Carol's mom, Shirley Kaplan Clayton, Sarah Batienta. Mourner's Kaddish, page 1216. Yitgadal v'yitkadash shemei rabbah, be'alma divra chirutei ve'yamlich malchutei, b'chayechon uvyomechon uvchaye dechol beit Yisrael, ba'agala uvizman kariv ve'imru amen. Yehei shmei rabba mevorach le'olam u'amei almaya. Yitbarach ve'yishtabach ve'yitpa'ar ve'yitramam ve'yitnaseh ve'yithadar ve'yit'aleh ve'yithalal shemei dekudsha berichu. Le'ela le'ela mikol birchata ve'shirata tushbechata ve'nechemata da'amiran be'alma ve'imru amen. Yehei shlama rabba min shemaya ve'chayim aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'imru amen. Oseh shalom bimromav, hu ya'aseh shalom aleinu ve'al kol Yisrael ve'al kol yoshvei tevel ve'imru amen. We're seated. Odile is also remembering her mom. May their memories be for a revolution and for a blessing. Going to invite up now our board co-chair, Rebecca Canner, to extend a special Rosh Hashanah welcome to everyone joining us this evening, whether in the Kahal or over Zoom or over YouTube. Thank you.
Thank you. Shana Tova and Good Yontif. On behalf of the Ann Arbor Reconstructionist Congregation Board, welcome and thank you for taking part in our high holiday services. We invite you to continue your participation in our community. Continue to attend services and other programs throughout the year. Think about becoming a volunteer. There are ample opportunities. And if you're a member and have not yet renewed your membership, please do so soon. Save our amazing membership committee volunteer the need to contact you. And if you're not a member, we invite you to become one. And finally, if you don't wish to be a member, we ask you to consider making a donation. After the Chag, visit our website to learn more about our congregation, our Beit Sefer, and to make a donation. Now I want to talk about one important aspect of membership in a congregation in general and in our congregation in particular. Being a member of a congregation ensures a community of support and connection. We are here to celebrate with you during your simchas, and we are here to offer support and love during your tough, sad times. Rabbi Ora, the Mitzvah Committee, and individual members are here to share in your joys and your sorrows. This year, I find myself reflecting back on 20 years ago. In September 2001, I spent the high holidays as the lone Jew at Pekin Federal Prison Camp, serving a 6-month sentence for nonviolent civil disobedience. That's also known as good trouble. Although I was the only Jew, yikes. Sorry about that, I'm having a mask malfunction. All right, it's just not hanging on this here. All right. So although I was the only Jew, I felt supported and connected with our congregation during my 6 months. Some examples. One member arranged for the Reconstructionist Press to send me a machzor and siddur. Another member made the trip to Pekin, Illinois to come visit me. Many members sent me cards and letters sharing their news and the news of the Havarah. And one of our younger members talked about me during her devar as she became a bat mitzvah. Her mother sent me a copy of her devar, and that letter touched my heart. The support and connection of my congregation really helped me and comforted me, easing my time. In the early days of our congregation, our directory included a short piece by Elie Wiesel. And he wrote, "What does it mean to be a congregation? It means to care about each other. Pray, we can pray at home. We come together as a congregation in order to share in each other's lives and in order to share in the life of the Jewish people, past, present, and future. Here lies the very essence of our way of life. Every person must share in every person's life and not leave one to oneself, not in sorrow and not in joy." I know the Ann Arbor Reconstructionist Congregation and its members share in my life, and I hope in yours too. A full schedule of our services is available on our website. To all of you here this evening, and to those of you participating from home, the Board of Directors joins me in wishing you a happy, healthy, and sweet New Year. Shana Tova u'metuka.
Shana Tova u'metuka. Thank you, Rebecca. Yashar kochech. We conclude this evening's service by turning to page 124 for B'Sefer Chaim, asking the Holy One to help us be inscribed together in the book of life this new year. B'Sefer Chaim, 3 lines from the bottom of the page 124.
Sefer Chaim beracha v'shalom ufarnasa tova nizacher v'nikateh lefanecha anachnu v'chol hamecha beit Yisrael l'chaim tovim Uleshalom. V'sefer Chaim beracha v'shalom ufarnasa tova nizacher v'nikateh lefanecha anachnu v'chol amecha Beit Yisrael, l'chaim tovim, uleshalom. Baruch atah Adonai, Oseh HaShalom. Amen.
Services tomorrow morning begin at 10 a.m. I hope you'll be able to join us in person in the Kahal, or in person on Zoom, or in person on YouTube, because we are all people. And before we depart for our homes or our fridges to eat apples and honey, I want to share a heartfelt New Year's blessing for this holy community. May it be your will, holy oneness, God of each of our ancestors, that you bless this year and bless this whole and holy community. Bless us with sweetness. Bless us with overflowing joy. Bless us with expanse. Bless us with unfettered breath. Bless us with nourishment for the body and the soul, and with hearts soft enough to receive these blessings, bodies strong enough to receive these blessings, and such overflowing abundance of blessing that the only thing for us to do is to share these blessings with one another and carry them out into the world. And let us say together, Amen.
Amen.
Shana Tova Umetuka. Have a sweet new year. See you tomorrow.